So when we're talking about doing pull-ups or chin-ups or whatever we call them here, I'm gonna show you with a band as well, but if you're doing them without a band, that's fine, totally cool. Everything's gonna be the same, you're just not gonna use the band. So I just wanna make one video that goes over both. And so we're talking about what grip to use. If you have a neutral grip option available to you, I want you to use that option. Now, what is a neutral grip? A neutral grip means a grip where the palms face each other. Most likely, that's not only going to be your strongest grip, it's also going to be the most comfortable on your shoulders and elbows, which is by far what I care about most when we're talking about doing pull-ups. Now, if you have a neutral grip, but it's very close together, or a neutral grip that's a little bit wider, doesn't really matter, pick one of those. If you don't have either, you only have a straight bar that will allow you to use an overhand grip or an underhand grip, I want you to use the one that feels more comfortable to you. The differences in the muscles that are recruited is fairly minor, and I want you to do the one that feels best on your shoulders, best on your elbows, that you feel like you can execute really well. Now, when it comes to setting up with a band here, just loop your band up over whatever apparatus you're using or kind of tie it once over the bar, and then make sure you're in a position where you can get into the band comfortably. I like using a bench or a box, something where I'm not struggling from the floor, especially if the handles are far away and you're a little vertically challenged, not the tallest people, it's a little bit uncomfortable to get into. And so when it comes to getting into the band, I prefer putting my feet in the band, but I'm gonna show you a couple of alternatives here. And so I like putting one foot in the band like this and stepping all the way down, then setting my hands, then stepping off into a dead hang, and then doing my reps from there. Now, when we're talking about range of motion, I need you to go down until you have some scapular movement. I'm gonna show you what that means. I'm gonna show you just quickly without the band here. And so right here isn't the end of a pull-up. I need this here, this scapular movement here. So I need you going down until there is a dead hang. Now, you don't need to dead hang and relax, but I need that scapular movement. I need the shoulder blade to move. And so that's something I'm very much looking out for, again, whether you're using a band or not. And then obviously at the top, we're looking for, pulling as high up as you can go, right? And that's gonna, again, go for whether you're using a band or not. And so what I want you to do is make sure you're using a band that allows you to do full range of motion all the way down, get that scapular movement. Again, so you can either put your foot in the band or you can pull the band down and you can kind of put your knee in it. And you can see this is now attached kind of by my ankle here. And this is another good way to get in the band safely and obviously utilize the assistance. Now, if you're watching this and you are in a gym that has an assisted chin-up machine, or you're at home and magically you have one of those, please use it. It's gonna be a little bit better from a resistance profile standpoint than the band. So if you do have a machine, definitely use it. Quick recap, if you have a neutral grip, please use it. If that neutral grip is close together or far apart, I don't care, I probably want you to use it. If you don't, you can use a pronated grip with the palms facing away or a supinated grip with the palms facing you. I want you to choose whichever one feels best for you. When we're talking about range of motion, I want to make sure that we're going down until we get that scapular movement, right? As far as range of motion at the top, as high as you can pull. When we're getting into the band, stepping in with one foot, then setting your hands, then stepping in with the other foot, and then starting from a dead hang down here, doing your reps like this.